Papa God, thank you. Fambulem on a good morning, good afternoon or good evening. Based on usa on a day where on a day watch this live video streaming or listen to the audio message. As usual, I'm working come up with this program for Una, your side, my side, and the truth. And by extension, put your eye down, make you see your nose. Where we Nigerian family can say shine your eye. Me na editor George Temple, proprietor Universal Times newspaper, and we family can also call the investigative journalist. Me family today na Friday, the 11th of November 2022. And inside today's program, family now then two topics there so they can look into today proper. The first topic for today say calling on President Julius Maada Bio and the government of Sierra Leone to arrest, investigate and prosecute the following people with regards to the 40 feet suspected container suspecting to be containing narcotic and contraband drugs that landed at the Queen Elizabeth II Quay on the 22nd July 2022. 1. Sir Emmanuel Johnny, Director, Policy Planning and Research Unit at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation. 2. Mahesh Nandwani, Managing Director, PC and Sons. 3. Ambrose Michael Sovula, former Inspector General of Police. 4. AIG Sylvester Koroma, former ADC to President. 5. LUC Dennis Taylor, Ross Road Police Division. 6. ABM Kamara, Ops Officer and Head of Ops Officer Ross Road Police Station, right? And Head of the Sierra Leone Police Mess at King Tom. Family them people there also we are called so nine this particular medium, they call on President Bio for arrest, investigate, and also prosecute following this mysterious 40 feet container will be land in Sierra Leone on the 22nd July 2022. And the second topic of discussion for today, family say, my apologies to Vibes in 5 television station in Ghana, especially the host and management and staff of Vibes in 5 television in Ghana. Family, why this medium they apologize to Vibes in 5? Una go know as this program they go ahead proper. But family, one thing we are going for draw to our attention is this here. It is evident of the fact that yes, hackers and they try for hack with system for let we able to do this broadcast today. Because why I say so? Could you imagine after all the preparation what we don't do from this morning up to this evening, just now we are for come on here so I notice say most of the information they don't abscond, right? Or they don't get missing now with system. So unless I do somehow manually with me self-own experience in trying to beat their system as an OUS specialist myself, right? So this is not a real tug of war. But just like I was saying, family, we will try for go straight to the program And just like how we don't give the intro for today, we want to can talk about this 40 feet container will be arrive na Sierra Leone, right? On the 22nd July 2022. And fumble them, this 40 feet container also will be arrived on the 22nd July 2022. It arrived at the Queen Elizabeth II Quay around 2 to 3 in the afternoon. Because of the prominence we then throw to this container, it not say na the shores of Freetown. Then therefore pull them off the Max Line ship and load them na one of the container trucks, them trailer, they will be the wait for them. And this trailer so fumble them where this container so being load pan on that fateful day where na SLP 333. Could you imagine? Police number plates 9 be day pan this container so where then load this container so pan. Police number plates 9 be day pan this container truck where then load this container pan. And this police number plate na be SLP 333. We made to understand say this vehicle when na be SLP 333 with the registration number SLP 333. Now the former ADC to President Bio now him gets this official vehicle. This SLP 333 now be ADC Sylvester Koroma in your official vehicle. He take this vehicle also in number plates from the official vehicle and put them pan this trailer we go offload or we go remove this container so from the ship and put them na this truck so and pull them out of the water quay. However, the investigation from the water quay management they say they can only register or take note of police, government and diplomatic vehicles, their registration where they go inside there for go take motor car, but they're not able to do more than that. So they only register this number plate here, so say SLP 333, now you can pull this container here, so on that fateful day. When they pull this container with SLP 333, when are the former ADC to President Bio in official vehicle that, then drive this container go now Wellington. When they carry this container go now Wellington, how they pass, how they not pass the, they're not able for left farm now Wellington, then take the container and bring and come back na Town. When they come with na Town, then go keep them na the late Ajibu Jallo in Os na Town day. This container be then at the late Ajibu Jallo in Os na Town day. Now the people that will be there inside the compound. And that compound there, they write the rainbow paint. Then people that be get understanding say now rainbow paint, then they operate inside the Ajibu Jallo in compound there. So because of that, then surprise when they see the container go inside there, and some Ghanaians then will be there inside there, including the prime suspect when Mr. Sir Emmanuel Johnny, when the director of policy and research na the unit of policy and research na Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Mr. Sir Johnny in Peking himself be the part of them Ghanaians there so and then officials there so where they inside this compound we want to offload this container. Some young man they were there around the Town day, they become suspicious and say, no, in Uplands happen so. Where container come, with the young man in the area, now we then can call for go offload the container. How now, then when the officials them, the staff them of this rainbow paint company where they go push na the domot day, na there for offload this container. The young man say no, we not go agree. So then go inside there for go intercept and interrogate them. Then fair not say, I don't open the container and start for pull some of the goods already inside the container for carry and go inside the building under review. 9, the young man themselves raise alarm, then make noise. Some soldier man them will be there around the community by then therefore go inside the compound. When they go inside the compound, allegation begin for pass. Now the Clienttown community say cocaine, money, and some other illicit drugs them that they inside that container there. So then soldier man will go inside the compound, then catch all the Ghana man them and one Sierra Leonean where happens for be Mr. Sir Emmanuel Johnny in Pekin, then beat them. So whilst they beat them, now information reach the one them way they in a state house, where one Colonel Keita, right, and also ADC Sylvester Koroma, then therefore dispatch officers them from state house for make them come rescue them people there so, right? Then come and can rescue the Ghana mind them and Sir Johnny in Pekin where they be the beat inside the compound because they know the deal. So cut long word short, then begin for come day and can rescue them people there so we be there inside this particular building here so. So when they come there for can rescue the people that are inside the particular building, they begin for arrest some of the people that will be inside there, where they be done beat and wound, including the soldier man then self where be beat them people there so. They arrest them soldier man and they and carry them go. However, I'm made to understand say the one day where they be arrest on that fateful day, when a Sir Johnny in Pekin and then other soldier man and they will be arrested so they don't left there all through the instruction of ADC Sylvester Koroma. Family them, however, before they come out with my own evidences them, right? My own evidences them in terms of the confession of Mr. Emmanuel Sir Johnny, when na the owner of this particular container. So, how it happen and why I say Mr. Sir Johnny na the owner of this container. I don't tell now how the container come on Wataki, say go Wellington and come back na Clienttown. This particular issue under review, I be see am na Facebook, who say one journalist by the name of Saliu Tijanjalo began for post this information here so on Facebook on that fateful day on the 22nd of July 2022. So when I go to the same day, I meet them, my colleague journalists there so Saliu Tijanjalo and Lawrence Koroma from FM 98.1 and other journalists them from AYV, right? Including some civil society activists them in the likes of Marcos Bangura, right? And others. They be at the scene the way I go there on that particular day. So when I go there, we get for sit down, they monitor the situation, and I was there. We get for wait till na net. After we don't make calls them for let then can open the container for let we see what's in the inside there, so that the allegation for saying na arms and ammunition the inside there, na money the inside there, na drugs the inside there go be put to rest. However, we stay at that particular premise for the rest of the night be foolproof, futile, in the sense that enable to open the container for we. And later on, we see say Colonel Keita, yeah, within at the president in office, at the president's office, they come there with some soldier man them and can deploy them well-armed soldier man them, deploy them at the remote day, so then protect this container also, right? Till in the morning. But around 1 o'clock in the morning, now we see somebody come at the scene And this person here so we come to the scene, now no less a person but Sir Emmanuel Johnny. Famble them, when Mr. Sir Emmanuel Johnny come to the scene around 1 o'clock in the morning, I don't be known by then. He come for can talk to the youthman the way they around the community. So within the process where he try for talk to the community, youthman the way they, now one young man go call with the journalists them will be team up at the gate for money to let nothing not come out inside the container. When they go call with it, I begin for come up and come into Sir Emmanuel Johnny team up. Sir Emmanuel Johnny begin for call the chairman at the Client Town community day, say one for talk to them. However, he start for talk to them. So when he talk to them, as an investigative journalist, I begin for put my recorder on for make I listen all waiting he get for talk. Famulem I can play for now all waiting Mr. Sir Emmanuel Johnny talk on that fateful day. And in statements we make the sound as a confession, right? He claim ownership of the container and say, now he tell the people that wake out the container for let them not offload them quick, make them wait for us, but make them ensure so they involve the youthman in the community for offload them. So, when he make that particular statement, I become suspicious as well. Cut long word short, among the other confession statements I will make what they can play for Leonard Sefieri, part of them get for do with PC and Son, when I'm Maesh, right? And that Maesh in your statement today, now somebody be called Sir Johnny, when I want Sierra Leonean, and they ask him, say, waiting at the situation at the ground day. He say, if make it involve Maesh, make it call Maesh. Now Sir Johnny say, no, he don't put the situation under control. And also again, Sir Johnny began for talk to one foreigner, where I don't know if na French then talk, or na Spanish then talk. Really will be the struggle, me and my colleagues them, right? Where I say colleagues, me and Sally Tujanjalo and Marcos Bangura, the civil society activists, for that we know exactly waiting the insider audio day and statements where Sir Johnny make, where he try for talk to one foreigner. We can go to one Frenchman we come on Ivory Coast, so make it interpret and for we. He will try for tell we say, you don't understand that much. Tell a person a Spanish, he will talk on a French or waiting, but he tell we say, part of the statement the way Sir Johnny make, now the fact that the foreigner will be the talk to one go hearing voice and waiting themselves talk. The foreigner tell him say, he don't talk to the head of the military for ensure say then get a smooth passage, make them not get problem for offload the container. So family them, that brings me to this question. If now because of that reason, make President Bio begin for sack the head of the military and restructure the military and also transfer this ADC Sylvester Koroma. Family them, Salone really things in the happen yonder. But the fact remains, family them, now I don't go into the background behind the investigation. Now I can't bring the evidences then to now. But before I bring the evidences then to now, family them, why Sylvia Olayinka Blyden instead get something for say about this particular cocaine container. Now the fact that Sylvia Blyden be come out with one write-up who says Sylvia Blyden informed the world say she being one of or the most renowned investigative journalists in Sierra Leone, they investigate this cocaine container business and he go get for inform the world about his findings. And Sylvia Blyden began for stopping investigation some side where then they make beaucoup people that don't ask question say really then doubt Sylvia Blyden because with all the talk we talk about in commitment and willingness for come out with waiting in know about this container so Sylvia Blyden stop halfway. And family they ask say if not because Sylvia Blyden get information say big people in a salon, big people the way they inside President Julius Maada Bio in government in they involved in this container if not that make Sylvia Blyden be get for stopping investigation. However, fambu them only Sylvia Blyden na ain't able to answer this question. But for Launa no say Sylvia Blyden, they amongst the Sierra Leoneans the way they cover up serious thing we got for do with the integrity of Sierra Leone. Fambu them make I just draw honor to some of the statements them way Sylvia Blyden make, especially in write-up way he do on that fateful day. Fambu them now this Sylvia Blyden they get for say on that fateful day where he starts this whole investigation here. Fambu them, according to Sylvia Odainka Blyden, in write-up way he do, he say Dr. Sylvia Odainka Blyden OOR investigates suspicious container. It reads, most of you have heard about the sensational container that is being guarded by soldiers and policemen. Photo of container is to credit of C4D, Namakos Bangura in organization, and also Times SL winner Saliu Tijan Jallo in your newspaper. He said there are all kinds of names being alleged to be involved with allegations of contraband drugs and counterfeit money in the suspicious container. Gunshots also alleged to have been fired. Now, my duty this morning is to update you all in my capacity as one of the country's most senior investigative journalists and also as one of Sierra Leone's most trusted patriotic Sierra Leone's senior citizen. This update is not as a politician but as an officer of the Order of the Rokel who was identified by late President Kaba for my outstanding work as a journalist, my trustworthiness as a citizen, and a patriot of the highest order possible. First of all, I want to commend all those, especially the youths, who kept an all-night vigil from last night to this morning and have followed the suspicious container until it reaches Kington Police Mess. Now, thank you for your patriotism. Sylvia Blyden went further to state that now I have deployed my investigative skills and can confirm the container is an extra high 40-feet container, which is a reefer. Also, this photo of a ship accompanying this write-up is a ship called Sea-Span Logger. Sea-Span Logger is the ship that brought that container yesterday, July 22nd, to Freetown. It took the container from Morocco this Sunday, July 17th at around 4 p.m. and sailed through to Freetown with it. However, here is the interesting aspect. This container originally came from Brazil, Santa Catarina, with a clear destination of Freetown and not Morocco. It, however, transited in Morocco for reasons that may be due to ease of transshipment. Anyway, this container left Brazil on board a totally different ship called CMA CGM Rhone in very early morning hours of 4 a.m. on June 26, 2022. That ship sailed from Brazil to Port Tangier, Morocco, where it discharged the container on July 9, 2022. Another noteworthy point that my investigations have uncovered is that the container actually entered the ports in Brazil on July 11, 2022, but spent over 2 weeks there at the port in Brazil before it finally left on the CGM ship. This means it may have been actually loaded with whatever is now inside it, right there at the port in Brazil. Anyway, the container originally loaded in Brazil arrives in Morocco, stays in Morocco for 8 days until this Sunday, when it was put on the Seaspan Loga ship and brought to Sierra Leone. The container arrived on board Seaspan Loga yesterday and was removed from the ship at 4 p.m. yesterday evening. This is my update so far. Hope my investigative findings can place the issue in better perspective. If it is drugs on board, then the drugs came from Brazil and or Morocco, where the container transited. If it is counterfeit money, same thing. However, since the Tangier port in Morocco is mostly a transshipment port, then 99% chance is that absolutely everything inside that container originally came from Brazil. God bless the patriotic Sierra Leonean citizens, and God bless Sierra Leone. I know everyone is anxiously waiting for my next audio. He said the next audio, no, we'll talk about this container, he will talk about the PR system. Fambudem, this write-up where I just read for una so, now the write-up where Dr. Sylvia Olainka Blyden do on that fateful day where this container issue so become to the attention of members of the media and the world at large, including Sierra Leoneans. Fambudem, after this write-up here, just like I says, Sylvia Blyden began for stopping investigation after 2 or 3 days, where enable for give reason for where he stopped. Now, Fambudem, me they can give una my own evidences them where I gather from the night where we sleep, because I sleep na the Kleintown area there inside my own motoka. I park in motoka some side away far from the container. After we don't dedicate 2, 3 in the morning for the able for open the container. So I saw make I go rest inside the motoka where I be see outside then pack this container also, right? So now from that particular point there, myself be take 10 for go near the container by then 6 o'clock in the morning, where I began for call the LUC na Ross Road Police Station. When I call the LUC,
Bluetooth mode.
When I call the LUC na Ross Road Police Station for make it calm, for ensure say they open this container here, so Fambudem when I go here how me and the LUC pass as well. But before we sleep and when I call the LUC, at around 1 o'clock, when Mr. Sajoni we don't make this confession where I can play for una so here. Mr. Sajoni, some young man the way they around there, been therefore go call the soldier man them will be deployed na the gates of Ajibu Jalo in Os na Kleintown, those are them put this container. So when the soldier man they are so come na the scene, we then go call them for say somebody don't come, we don't come make confession for say now get this container here so. Then soldier man they are so be one for go meet Sir Johnny for apprehend them or for arrest them. Now in the ops officer na Ross Road Police Division when a ABM camera he get for come na the scene and tell the soldier man then say make them left Sir Johnny, make them not arrest them. He say in and responsible for policing that particular area there. Right? So in that light, in the arrest Sir Johnny and Keran go at the Ross Road Police Station. Fambu them after I don't record all waiting Sir Johnny talk where they confess ownership of the container. I go inside the motorcar where them policeman they also then come with for can arrest Sir Johnny, right? They must call the policeman and carry it. When I go inside the motorcar, some of the policemen then say, other than me. I tell them, say, me a journalist, they say, no, not for going inside the motorcar, they have for come down back. So I tell them, okay, no problem. They say, make a drive behind them. So then put Sir Johnny inside inside Sir Johnny motorcar, the ABM camera when at the ops officer be inside the motorcar, then drive go na Ross Road Police Station. Me self drive behind them for make I go know exactly wetin dey happen at Ross Road Police Station. However, when I reach na Ross Road Police Station, I therefore put my recorder on again. I record all wetin happen. However, una go hear wetin happen, wetin ABM camera talk, where he arrest Sajoni for handover to the lockup officer, where they only arrest him for that particular few hours. They left, I will myself don't left day. I wanna go see wetin happen. But family them first of all, make us start with Sajoni in confession, right? I start with Sajoni in confession, and do ya una whether you hear Spanish or you hear French, una go able for interpret for we exactly waiting Sajoni and that foreigner they be the talk so we be able to understand better, right? Una go hear the other part also I talk in Creole. Will I play for una Sajoni in confession? After in confession, I they play Usai ABM camera, right? The ops officer on Ross Road arrest him, carry him go on Ross Road and left him later on. And also again, I they can play the early morning when I call LUC again, and we will pull the container from Clinton for carry go to Kington Police Mess. Family them cut long word short. Let me listen to Sajoni.
Hello, yes, everybody for them. Ils sont frères pour me regarder, il le fera mais après, je rentre le long de la page, je rappelle plus le militaire. Attends, j'appelle après. Je sais pas, attendez-moi, je parlais pour la communauté. Après, je rentre le bâtiment, je parlais après. I don't want to understand why you can do. Why can you say
Okay, Fambudem, I see say my audience and they say the voice note not too clear. What you get for do in as much as okay, I'm sure when I dey play the original copy now the documentary because this has to do because it's a very serious matter, right? The UN anti-drugs law kick against waiting the happen so because if when I see drugs don't Bokuna Sierra Leone so now some of the reasons then they wire, right? And the UN anti-drugs agency then kick against this. So a well documentary for come out, we get for explain all this particular thing here. But if I'm going to say this way also not clear, make I just play for now Usai ABM Camara when are the ops officer na Ross Road arrest Sajoni, Karen go na Ross Road and left and later. If that is clear, I believe say when I go tell me again. Make a play that for now.
You are correct, but for protective custody, them are the ones who are side. That's an answer that you cannot see. Now the thing is, you made mention or you made a statement that your brother owns the container, and the container in question has been robbed from the middle. So if you say the brother has something to say with regards to
So fam with them, I don't know when they get unclear. If when they get unclear, make a know.
You know my place that's from the container. You know they don't know my place, I have police on my place to get SFP 333 front and back. When the container pull up. But I never pull up back for the study evidence, then I can pull up first. One of the kind of money, then they bring the evidence back, and they place them and they can't do that. They snap up.
The man, you know, serious pain now. Serious pain now.
Yeah, waste some money. Patience, waste some money. The man the advantage you make case against them, simple you go. Yeah.
Not when you pull up for the pull up, for them to go keep up.
Oh, they say for me, don't like this stuff.
That's how they are like that. No, no, not in the company. Let us go and do like India for protecting custody, not protecting custody. What was your mind by police guys to tell you? He said they are for money. The man okay, wait, I want to understand. The man also running the car. The second one is the side. Don't fuck more than now. Wait, you see that God has for smile. So we now as policeman, we like ops officer. The second one is smile. They are not going back. But the come from the same there. We never can say that do ya. Protective custody only. Not to suspect so need a secure in life. The man and also surrounding the child really for who, doesn't matter for who. You don't talk to the brother people. That was all.
Okay. No, officer. Maybe I didn't feel business. I didn't excuse me.
Bluetooth mode.
This particular part where I play for una so, na Mr. Sajoni in ABM Camara, the ops officer, na Ross Road, yeah? Where, according to ABM Camara, where they hand over Sajoni to the lockup officer na Ross Road day, he say Sajoni not to suspect to in just the handover for protective custody because it make for then soldier man then we don't surround the motor car, then say he claims say na in brother and get the container. So because of that, now mix in the ABMC now make it carry Sajoni go na Ross Road, right? And after that, family then he get for left farm. But that also now you used to when they talk so, you know, prisoners them where they can hold and they can get noise now cell day. So one prisoner will be out now and be they make noise so fam with them. Fam with them, when you said they talking at the background, I was in there with them. You give me at the background, no, we can not say no.
Everything for me is from record, guys. One is Johnny, not to arrest to. Now let a man and say, Mr. Johnny alter what say. I know exactly what he's saying. No.
Family them, according to information I made to understand, says ABM did they talk to the LUC now rush for that moment the way he call them so that also be the talk where they give them background. After that, family make I just play for now the term way we did now client town day around 12:30 to 1 in the morning, where one journalist from AYV began for see and they pull one bag come out inside the container in compound, not inside the container but inside the compound, and they pull the bag come out. So we go for raise up alarm say waiting inside that bag day. So we begin for get issue with the soldier man that we be the way Colonel Kita or so if so then call and be goes put there for guard the place that particular time day. They are playing for make on a Okay, family them around now Usai, we some of the journalists them they get issues so the man will be there we see them pull them back come on do. As all this happen, family them I begin for call the LUC, right? For make her able for inform about the particular development here and say the media get interest for that will know what's inside the container and make them must have open in the morning let we see what's inside there. Even though they're not able to open the container for we na client town day, they not drive the container carry and go on Ross Road and go open and they, if it's a suspected container, instead then get a state escort from client town to King Thomas and they can play for the video and all. But before that, make a play for a discussion with LUC.
Yes, my able LUC, I greet you well early morning, sir. Thank you for the good work. Sir, I get interest over this container matter in our client town. We are since yesterday night up to this morning. However, I get a very close discussion I forget with you for the protection of your own office here, and I cannot do anything we will implicate you in your great office. And I could remember similarly something that happened the same way IG Sovola Biden was so as LUC where they get that issue Boloi and the same thing again and maybe go there and they get for some information. Everything I report na monologue that day. IG says if you call and you go tell you say the one user make you know the detail and because of that report on that day. And really something will happen and this concern issue now so trust me, if not handled properly and with the evidence we may get, your good office will be dragged into disrepute, right? So, what am I trying to say? From the general media team point of view, my colleagues have done their additional some of the long go and say they come back. The media they request an opportunity when they go for access the container, make we see what's inside it, then we'll let the police now for doing work. Then secondly now, like I was saying, I get some kind of evidence I want to present to you between you to make you listen and force, right? Or see and move and cover like I say. I don't want any people make you yourself good office drag into this record, sir. But I didn't have the ground now, I know wait and the way forward, sir. When will the media will get access to this container, sir? I didn't have the place now, yes, I didn't have the place now, sir. Okay, sir, go meet me inside. Okay.
Family, when I hear how me and LUC then it's still a pass, that is the way I call them, right? You see, then the clients are about however I do it for Camden. So when it comes from them, then get for take this container and care and go na King Tom without giving us the opportunity to inspect what was in that container. However, I began for monitor the coming out of the container and trail until we reach na King Tom. But I can't play for a force who side the container be inside the building. Who start new investigation until I end them. Family make a prayer for them make una see.
Well, family I didn't a client town. Now one particular area very close to off relay, right? Where I didn't have offload this container family. And the container this one is this right. They inside the building and up to now the police are using the media access to this compound also, right? You didn't know area what they call White House now and Client Town also. So the container is still inside this compound now. Over there, so some data and data in front and street less still back again, but I can move towards the street people and see the other reinforcement to the long time with this money to come protect this container. So what's inside this container we know, but you know the from with them. It's now mysterious container we land Wataki and can end up in a client town. Now one of the area between Off-Lane and the other one, right? When I want to say it now, I will alone Zuma and I didn't know a particular area when I then try to shoot at from so inside the compound, right? Then I can move now and we're gonna see the reinforcement within the street, at least to see the officers them, the data them we come for can guide this container so right? Some of them and they get the guns of presence.
Well, family them, now the first video this way I do, why is the container be there inside the compound there by then, yeah? Last one, the second video now, wait and they prepare for pull the container come on a door, that early morning hours there.
Well, family them, finally, the container is come out now, and however, they say they get instructions, the container for Bona and Tom. So now that they can't carry the container to Tom. And the only thing, especially for the man, come on for me, commander, come on there for the man.
Family them this, now the term way then starts for pull the container come on a door. Make I just reduce the brightness of my own phone in light so I go see the container properly, right? These are the first attempts where they make for pull the container come on a door. After that, these are the second one.
Exactly. Commander. So from what I just like I want to see the container presently, the common container now. Right? You see various people of the export out and get permission for me to come out and go. Including the one that see the gear, so that's the way they go in the Georgia manager. Now one of the ones that we got instructions, say they're able for start the vehicle, right? Following the start the vehicle. And one of them say I give official right? But however, we don't have gone for the short continue for monitor the situation until we know which is the concern and we will find a goal like this one place and I would have the concern to go so now. See, it's fine the export themselves, I need to go so now. It's fine the export themselves, I need to go so now. You see, the driver and the driver that will come on. If I put it down, I see, consider the left now. Consider the go.
Fabo them now, they don't pull the container, come out na door. I began for trail them along Quay Road. This part na Quay Road, now they make the world know say this container was so protected and it was like a state escort container. Could you imagine?
Really go down vehicle right? And then obviously, I know say, they don't know what this means, say, I will show them right? But they don't go with the vehicle, and I'm going to drive behind them now. But when I see them, they don't go to a distance, right? But now, they can go.
So fam them this now is outside I catch the container, na Quay Road when they go with them. Now fam them, we reach inside Kingdom because I be drive behind them and I be there with them. So they allow me for go inside the compound. I was the only, okay, now we two be there inside there. Meanwhile, other journalists show them called political when I go see it. This I tell inside the compound where they carry the container go inside there. How them pass the how ABM pass, I go make one know where I don't play and done. Fam with them, when I see these are the officers that will be escort the container. So then carry the container go. When they carry and go inside the compound, fam with them. ABM camera, one of the ops officer on Ross Road. I was shocked. For them instruct the driver for go park the container and turn in face. Let the container park towards the step leading to the police mess in Domot. Where I say the container for just park, go inside the end, I'll go with his face and left so the car day. He said the container park turn fine. So it turned in west day towards the step where the claim go up the office or whatever as the case may be. However, after that, he left the container, he go. When he left the container, he handed over to Senesi, when the second in command of OSD. Family them will be for interrogate Senesi. I talk to him, I interview him, I will come play him for one as well, make one listen. And but before that, fam them, the thing again will surprise me. Now the fact that the officers them where they left that day for monitor the container where I go to one particular area and go film them. Why is they be there inside they not be know I go to one area where very oh my days, very delicate. I God help me. But I film them. But what's happen when I go there again the Saturday and Sunday? When they offload the container, they can't show now when they offload the container, and the person when at the head of the salon police mess, where Silver Blind himself gets in picture, where we inside the container. That same Monday, 9 offload the container that particular day, but I was shocked. Where Silver Blind is able for continue again. But the fact remains, fam with them, these people that actually 4 officers away and care go for go manage the container. They pull and commode, right? And the last day, the Sunday before the open and the Monday, none of them were there. They can't see for themselves, family. Now, I can't play for now when I go there the next day, when I Saturday for go Monday, for go watch what's in the happen day. Now this apple commodity by then. When I see the officer them, when I see them inside the compound, you see the compound empty, nobody not inside the compound. When I see the officer that will be inside it, when I see them, even though they not see me while they film them, so they not see me that day they film them. This now be Saturday. You show the compound clear, you show it empty. Only the container, when I see the container and impact before that. So. Okay, from them, when I see the officers, they will be there inside there that Saturday, right? Because they call the container go there. And Friday on Saturday, 9 I go there. So when I see the officer there, so then they inside the compound, right? Then I was shocked when I go there again on Sunday. That compound where the second in command of OSD be don't pass order to the officers there. So say nobody not allow anybody for come inside there. On Friday, when they carry the container go there. They say they don't allow anybody for go inside that compound there, nobody for enter that compound there. And the second day I go there now, when the same officers also be there inside the compound, on a fair not say nobody not be there inside the compound unless the officers are normal be there. On Sunday now, Saturday night, they pull all officers there to come there. Then before the container, inside the container we don't pack before the step now for go inside the office, right? Where normal you cannot be packed there the day we okay the container go there on Friday. Normal you cannot pack it again on Saturday. On Sunday when we go there now, when I did that one for go catch me and kill me, why I say so for? Me and my colleagues that will be going that particular day, then be parking their motor car outside at the streets because then be afraid for can down there. But me, this is what I choose to do, investigative journalism. If I die along the way, no problem. But I don't get any fear for go get information where I want. When I go at the back side of the Kingston police mess, close to outside the sea there under, yeah, back of the quarters them, when I from there the film from so, when I from there the suicide the container park, I see some young man then sit down there, where I made to understand say they are the power thugs, the how they can call themselves. Remember when we came in an SLP party office, but cut long word short, they were there. So when I go there, I just dress any kind of way. They not be no say me now such kind of post I can do. And if I go to one lady within at the small palm body or the small cement structure really close to the wall. So when I go there, I was fast for the way I do so. When I go there, I see this head of the Kingston police mess. Now you can see I'm back from there. He park in small motor car now. Who side they offload that small motor car I see. But that escort, that's something like a light green but to green here. Will be there last before you meet up the soldier man the motor car. Impact the back boot open, and they transfer some of the things inside it and carry some go inside the hose, inside the police mess. When they see me, 90s mania so run car for come meet me now. And if the car for come meet me, I just put me camera off and walk a come out because if I'm for run, then SRPP talks about the way we sit on that over side the way we drink and smoke. Then before rush at me and fetch me and wait as the case may be. So when I see that head of the Kingston police mess they come, I just put the phone down. Then I walk a surface for comfortable one. But from Usa in there, take go come meet Musa a day. You get for crush there, walk there and jump down and waiting. And no, later I make to understand say he can't meet them about them day. But I don't call my colleagues them. Then motor car be parked now the entrance of one of the quarters them. Near to outside the Kingston powerhouse there. It be packed around that area there. So I just jump, go inside the Jeep. Yeah, we drive off. Whilst we drive off, we notice two officers away I know in person because I will all be escort the container go there. Then jump on top bike. Then they trail down with Jeep there. Then trail with Jeep there. We reach na Kingston roundabout. As she said, then don't go before. Then they make sign and signal and waiting. So now tell my colleagues, journalists, them way no my colleague one journalist way we go the motor car drive and the other civil society activists. I tell them say una drop me na so by 7 up, yeah, by I don't know if Adenkola Street there by 7 up. I say make them drop me there because If me drive with them take on a King Tom roundabout, sometime them park there, they wait for we, then me will get the evidence there. So if they arrest me, everything don't spoil. So I tell them, say that I use my own investigative skills, then drop me there, I run go down by that 7-up area, I go past down Bay, then I go now who I need to go, then go to office. Later on I call them, they say they reach at the office, I call them, I go meet them there. When I go meet them, then I then tell me, say, any type of information on me to say, then they on to for the thing they are, now we left this investigation here, so then self be afraid. That's okay, no problem. But family, they make a play for now, who say I see the head of the Sierra Leone police mess na King Tom Day, they offload the container. Family, wanna see that compound Usai them Boku Delta every day. Now, no Delta no they pass this 1 grain money and I know more they make a opening face for una fine, make una see them, right? This 1 grain man, now be inside the compound that moment they will have vehicle we park before the container, we by right, then be say that vehicle or that compound nobody know for go inside that compound again. Family, when I watch this man in face and this polo way well, then when I watch that picture where Sylvia Blyden be post, where he talk about, say, the head of the police mess, for which she was right. He said the head of the police mess now a prime suspect. So, how Sylvia Blyden know, say, the head of the police mess, whether this man here, now a prime suspect, and later just abandon the story like a that. Family, then I demand this. Now the man this way see me where I try for go close to the container where you see the vehicle inside the compound. When I see how they come, they see me. As he see me, so they can't run for come meet me. When I see how they come, when I see how the car comes so. When he see me, and when I notice this part where you see on top here so now in between the gates, now there I put them so at the film. So it was so smart to see objects. So now Kai they come meet me so where me self escape. But family look again at the man this. When I watch this man here so and that man at the picture where Sylvia Blyden post and say this man here so a prime suspect. Be it as it may, family them now this particular day on this Sunday 9 they offload that container there. We wanna see this man now. It's mapped inside the compound in 1 grain with the bubble that will offload the container. Then they inside the container, I think that'll be 2 of them. Then in vehicle park before the container now, by the step now, then they pack some inside there. Could you imagine? Yeah. But the fact remains, fam with them. Yeah. I don't know what President Bio will for do in relation to this particular matter. Because, like how some people then they say, if you know about what happened, the transferring of them figures, them security figures they are so, including the sacking of Michael Ambrose Sovula, is not the solution to the problem. And Usai Sovula, you name kind sai fam with them, na Sajoni, where he called me one day, where me into the talk because he will try for they able to identify them, so Jaman they will beat in Pekin and then other of Ghana man and then 7, right? Family, then first of all, I want to help me ask the Sierra Leone police and the government of Saloon why they release then 7 people that they would be also 6 Ghanaians with Dutch nationality as well, dual citizenship, including Sajoni in Pekin, when a Sierra Leonean with Dutch nationality citizenship. Why then release them without investigating this matter? Why ABM Kamara and LUC then is still on a Rosswood release Sajoni without investigating the matter? Why then Sojamande and we go beat Sajoni in Pekin and then other Ganamande inside that compound inside the container be packed? Why then release themselves from cell through the instruction of ADC Sylvester Koroma without charging the matter? Family, this is really ironical. Ironical in a sense that Sierra Leone government, they arrest other people them For this same drug business, where after this TSO happened, they hold some Sierra Leoneans, them na Liberia, hold some na Guinea, and hold some na Banjul, the Gambia. Could you imagine Sierra Leoneans them? For this same container, so they arrest the all na their side and they. Then, Shalom now, the one that where the people that they order them food. Up till now, they don't do nothing with the human side. They don't investigate it. Then, quite recently, we hear Umaru Fofana, the talk say, the government of Sierra Leone arrest some foreigners them. Yes, arrest some foreigners them for this same matter. Fam will make a play Umaru Fofana in reports for our way quite recently, we get for do with this same container also. But the car say, ironically, they are so committed in arresting other foreign nationals them for this same container, but their own brother and sisters that were involved are let loose. Sierra Leone government will need for wake up. The international community, they know say we are really not serious in fighting crime against narcotic and whatever. If I'm going to play over in report for now.
Found that the Sierra Leone police have arrested 3 people, a Liberian, a Guinean, and a Lebanese national, following a request from the Liberian Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Now, a statement they issued does not state exactly where in the country the 3 are being held. However, it does say that the 3 men will be handed over to the Liberian authorities who have formally requested for their extradition, but does not state when that will happen. The statement, which seems quite carefully worded, does not give much detail, and neither the police nor the Office for National Security or even the Ministry of Information would put themselves forward for an interview to be able to extrapolate on these issues.
Now, I mentioned in my introduction, Umaru, that they basically blundered into the hands of the authorities in Sierra Leone. Do we know the circumstances of their apprehension?
Well, the statement does not say, but some senior police officers I have been speaking to, some of them deployed in the area where the men were arrested, say that the 3 were nabbed at Zimi in the southern Pujahon district, which borders Liberia, after they had made it across the frontier. One of my sources says that when the men made it across, there had been no alert issued from Liberia, but once that came through, the Sierra Leone police alerted all the checkpoints between the border and the capital, Freetown, which was how they were eventually arrested at Zimi. We don't know whether the Lebanese national had a visa to enter Sierra Leone, with the Guinean and Liberian passport holders not requiring that, or whether in fact any of these people were ordinary residents in Sierra Leone. There are so many things that are yet unclear, with apparently nobody willing to front the microphone.
And Umaru, I mean, there's also been a story, of course, lingering for years, that West Africa has been a transit point, one of the major transit points for drugs en route to Latin America and the Americas. How does Sierra Leone fit into that situation?
Well, Sierra Leone used to have a serious issue with narcotics up to 2018, or at least it came to the fore then, when a plane loaded with something like 600 kilograms of cocaine, I believe, with a street value then of about $50 million, was seized at the international airport after it had landed there unauthorized. In a dramatic incident then he saw, that looked like a scene from a Hollywood movie. 8 or possibly 9 South Americans from Colombia, Venezuela, and Mexico disembarked and boarded waiting vehicles, which tore through the perimeter fence and sped off to remote areas of northern Sierra Leone. They and the Sierra Leone collaborators, were later arrested, tried, and convicted with support from Britain's Special Organized Crime Agency. The South Americans were later taken to the United States. But since then, we do not know the full extent of the narcotics business in Sierra Leone. But in August this year, 5 Sierra Leoneans were arrested in Guinea on allegations of cocaine trafficking after the substance was allegedly found on them on board a vessel. And in July again this year, there were allegations here that a shipping container with cocaine was picked up from the Freetown port by some police officers. The container's content was unloaded in public view and said to be containing only frozen food. Days later, or about a week or so thereabouts, the head of the police was sacked, and some senior security officers at the presidency, including the chief security officer and the ADC, were also transferred elsewhere. And there were speculations that the two were related. We don't know the extent or the veracity of the container containing cocaine.
Umaru Fofana live for us in the Sierra Leonean capital of Freetown. Many thanks indeed.
Fambudem, many thanks indeed. However, Fambudem, I just want to play for now the audio message usai the officers that will be there inside the compound where they go put this container also for keep like Kingston police mess, but they talk about the officers the way put there for deploy them on that particular day, why they will deploy them. Family them, this is the same way the ops officer and some other officers will be there, they will call on the officers where they can go for deploy. However, the officers then they will then go on Friday, left then they say Saturday night and pull and command the number of the now unless the head of the Kingston police mess this man was shown us so and in vehicle where they will depend this offloading. And really they offload some of them cocaine they also put some inside the quarter they keep them there, put some inside some boats them where they can go. And like you know, say the first set of people who catch in the beginning here with that same boat today and the one thing that will be inside there. Second one now they catch in Liberia, the third one and catch then Banjul, the Gambia. And now from them, I just want for Lair we listen to short part of the discussion where I began with the second in command of the OSD when I say we be inside the compound by then where they don't left the container then day and when I instruct say nobody no allow person for go inside there again, right? But later on we see the head of the Kingston police mess go inside there with his own vehicle and do what he do so. This will be the interview I get with him. Time is still morning.
So we there till this morning, sir. Like I used to from 1 year this morning. Maybe when I say waiting for and we see and so on for miss a tip of the investigation from the board. Because I really don't want to flow with the tails and open a motive. Now we say don't come here so we don't know if the media will for that opportunity for witness the opening of and when will get opportunity for open out which I usually say for coming all this kind of thing. So we know if that will be the case. But if that's not going to be the case, we need to understand, you know, in our 3-man OSD system. And then we also follow now from the media point of view, so we want to go now. So what is the way forward? Because we see and say, what we do so for coming to this whole matter, for complementing the efforts of the state apparatus of the security. Because we take no waiting inside it. We have something we be of harmful and then used to the states, we will make probably not be like so. We don't come and follow have no. But if we're not able for no for witness, push out the for open now, they will know now side they know go. Also say you are the only authority now on the ground who will be able to talk to before we go let we know what's the way forward. So come see don't there from yesterday next. This are the colleague.
We appreciate the joint effort of the media, police, and military, and even the court workers. I believe the commercial and that's all the that's very good. If when I see come to know this officer there and this lieutenant, himself one ascertain at this way in the way to involve indeed the police now social commander they left in charge. The reason being instead of looking in charge. We know what we already there, we all just lying about it. They say, but in security, all man gets a role for play. They say, when a camper, the operational aspect, public order management, I think now they will take lead. But again, we get others we then self they do the operation in diverse way. CID. Now they're on duty now. For me, they obtain statement whoever police belong gets since last night for air police investigation. We will lead for say, okay, Lord, we go now to the container, Lord, we open the container, no ABC with the inside. See? If not be that initial stage, now we reach this until we can get right for say Lord, but now that they don't put virus, so we get for allow them professionally. You see? If not that level, we don't reach us, but just say, okay, we don't reach it, but no, we just do like that. See? So if you raise concern, I think say the best side for liaise with like CID. The last call I received from Director of Crime Services, AIG Mr. Bassem. See, he asked if we don't reach and say yes, and we don't try for do deployment, and they're about to left one ASP for be on the ground.
Family, I'm waiting the second in command now OSD say Mr. Senesi. He say he don't call the Director of Crime Service when I instruct him for going to the ground for position under control when I not less a person but William Fayaselu, one of the current Inspector General of Police. He say if we want to look into the matter and get more information, that William Fayaselu will for go to, but now listen to what they talk now, now listen more.
Before ever me would have this, okay. He said you go now in the office and for able to get from the driver and others we did it. You see, I think that way we can follow up. And I think say I do justice to now. You find out say when we don't reach, I get instruction for many lock the gate, all other media and other people stay out. I say, but like Kuna still because since yesterday we don't do so no an office people don't reach and then the police totally action out. You see. So this time
president asks software because we don't know because just like I said so no more people took one if you see at the side of slow camera because I'm sure you're using self now for Mr. Fayaselu to the CID team. We're not going for open and now or maybe the next 1 hour or 2 as the case in point. We're not going to get for from all the people that they leading to this scene of crime now or scene of so we're not going for the so until this has to open. So in that light side, we don't know what's the way forward now, sir, because we're not interested.
The way forward lies with CID, the leadership of CID or the Director of Crime Services came with us and said, okay, it can be today, it can be tomorrow. You see? Even at the senior and the university, all we own for ensure safety, there is total protection of the container. See? Yeah.
But that is the case, no problem. Even though we connected on a joke, but that makes you share a column because I listen to the instruction when you get, and obviously I know security system. Once you don't get instruction, it's going to be followed. But then colleagues and they, I don't know, maybe if they're going to forget a bit of this information, but still, we are.
That's what the commissioner said. Even the head of crime services, you know, even the consult ONS. You know, this has to go to consult ONS.
Yeah, it's also not going to go for the to say this.
If I say by the time we do that, something ONS get for dinner.
Of course, yes.
Fish will get for dinner. You know, from the different security, major security agencies, and for men, at least they will be part of the ground.
Even maritime they get for there because it has to do with
Custom.
Yeah, customs are going to be here because you know.
So if we are saying that the story now, maybe no,
we did decide yes, I'm a journalist and I'm a temple from Universal Times newspaper.
Yeah, by sir.
Managing editor, Capital Times.
Hello? Yeah? Good morning.
No. So now talk to SCG then now because we can't just continue standing here unabated. We go for follow the post. Okay, Fambuda, make I just hold this now so and move on with the program, right? And Fambuda, this na my own evidence is about car with the first piece of evidence here. We get for do with the container itself, the background and how they escort them and the people that will be involved, like on a second in command now, OSD will be did by Dance and SC and all, and what about maybe the talk later on showing from Wataki, but instead we have established the fact that yes, then say from the Wataki police management point of view, then gets issue with the fact that they're able for use SLP 333 police number plate for go pull the container yonder, where now the container becomes suspicious. So they want for know why then for use police vehicle for go pull the container yonder. So now from them tomorrow, are they coming to the issue with some evidence as well? Usai Sir Emmanuel Jolie, Sir Johnny, confess, right? Ownership of this container, and to a large extent, Fambudem to me attempted to bribe us. Tomorrow I go play for now. Usai he resolve at talking to me. Usai call me, say we meet up. The office will go meet up, right? And I will pass there. But like going a teaser. Let some people not say, but we're tired and give you money, so it's not the issue now. Yeah. Because as an investigative journalist, for able to get more evidences and proof, right? I need for do it here. Do so what's happen fam with them. So Johnny the guy for call me, we go meet up in one office in Solia Street. On that particular day, he give me $1,000. Me and me 3 colleagues that will be there, me company journalist, and the civil society activists, we shave that $1,000 day. Me take $400 because I me call and waiting. I give me colleagues then $300, right? Then after that, Sajoni began for call me again for say one day in see one write up na Facebook where Alex Lawrence Koroma post about him and in feel uncomfortable that write up this. So do you in want for talk to Alex Lawrence Koroma and make you able to get Alex Koroma for see reason for put the post down or resonate with them. However, since I know Alex Lawrence Koroma, I began for call Sally Tijanjalo. Sally Tijanjalo began for call Alex Koroma and tell him say Sajoni want for meet with we in relation to that post we post so. Fambu them, I make one mistake where me on us, right? Now they will go meet me, Alex Lawrence Koroma, Sajoni, Sally Tijanjalo, and Marcus Bangura. Right? Whilst we that particular day, Sajoni beget for give Alex Lawrence Koroma 1,000 United States dollars where he say in vehicle be get problem, he say one go fix them. So he give him $1,000. And Alex Lawrence Koroma be assurance say when he reach na house, he go put that post where he post about him say he gets one name of one Johnny and one Femi, right? Where they involve in this cocaine business here. However, Family ownership can prove and now, 1 or 2 days after or the same day, Alex Lawrence Koroma began for put that post there down. So this is therefore show how FM 98.1 then staff them, right? Then they cover up serious issues then in Sierra Leone. That's how things now they go on fine. So just like I was saying, they began for give Alex Lawrence Koroma $1,000 on that day na me palo. Then they get for give me on board again Sally Tijanjalo $1,000 for in own office rent because they say he gets issue with the office. So Sajoni get for give $1,000 for them go pay office rent. Then Sajoni give me $1,000 now for we 3 again. Me, Sally and Marcus Bangura. With that $1,000 day, Sally began for take take $200 commodity because he don't get $1,000 for an office. So he take $2,000 from the $1,000 and left the $800 between me and Marcus, so we shared for $400. Fam with them, somebody go say, but they tell you they don't give money now, so why you they talk all this? Yes, for me, as an investigative journalist, all the money then they weigh if they want President Kuma, President Bio for investigate this matter properly. I can present all $1 million then. If I tell you, say, I not eat $10 then the 400 first one I take, plus the other 400 and give me another 800. When I go down here, but please, then they. $800 a day. So, if President Bio is so committed in fighting transnational crime and drug trafficking, now West Africa, Africa, and the world as a whole, I can present them $800 there as investigation they go on. Because why I take them for, I take that money there for me as a suspect. Because because if Sir Johnny no say, now chicken and sausage be there inside that container where them talk so, right? Where according to them, they say now PC and son get them. Maesh, the one you're waiting and get them, right? Why you got for go bribe $200? I feel I will not listen all the audio who side Sir Johnny they confess. Because right now I record now this one I want before I play, so because the phone side they now they use for take do the recording. So now, so the fresh one I'm going for play for now because inside the same phone I do the recording. So if Sir Johnny no say now chicken and sausage inside the container, why you get for bribe we now? Or why you get for give the youth man them when they refer to as Raggy Boy then a client town now go you back to them say figure they receive they own $200 that net today before the police they can arrest them now. Where they can't go na Ross Road. You can't go for safekeeping, why they get for left farm. So like how they say, farm with them, I don't know, but President Bio and the government really need for brace up. They really need for brace up. Because the way and manner in which things they go on a salon is not correct. There is serious act of selective justice, yeah? When it has to do with issue of members of the SLPP and their cronies, they are being treated differently. Eh? Why this very important issue has to be dragged under the carpet like that? No wonder you see now soldier man and they take kush now. Policeman they only take kush. Edisa, all man they take kush because mind you, family them una watch ustem kush rampant na Sierra Leone, then after July 22, where this container has to come. Watch ustem kush rampant to an extent that now man and they smoke and misbehave in the street. Una really in between the lines. Eh? From July 22, where this kush container has to come and cocaine container come as suspected. Eh? Suspected kush and cocaine container will come. Till now, where kush don't rampant so. Then why Sir Emmanuel Johnny was not prosecuted? That's a $1 million question I want to ask the ops officer on Ross Road and that of the LUC as well. And why is it that then get for use a whole police vehicle where unayeri the I don't call himself ops officer confessed to the fact that yes, na police vehicle then take for go pull this container yaso, right? Come out now wataki. Why they not take action on that? Family la left now with that interview there, Usai ABM arrest Sir Johnny and left and back after. That's a $1 million question.
The money will never be scam. But positive cost of economy money and all that. Then we say people are running some money. That's the kind of cost of it. Ask guys cannot be Kaya. Oh, you are correct, but for Kaya custody, them are only want to know you say no get no salary. You know say long so long you try no see them. We don't know. Now the thing is every now and then. You make mention or you made a statement that your brother owns the container. No. And the container in question has been robbed from the Miracle. So if you say your brother has then you have something to say. That's what I said. You know my plate, that's from the container. You know they don't know my plate, that police on my plate ticket, SF333 front and back. But the container pull up. Could I never pull up back for the story evidence? They let them pull at first. What are the kind of money? They will bring the endless back. They place them by the kind of snapper.
Serious pain now.
Yeah, waste some money. Patience, waste some money. The advantage you make is against the simple. Yeah.
Not when you pull up for the puller, for them not to differ. That's already like the million and that. Are you? No, protecting custody, not just protecting custody. What was your man being like police guy securing? He said they are for money. They are mad of, okay, wait, I want to understand. They are mad of also running this. They say to the road side, don't talk more than that. Where is it like what I said? So we now as policeman, like cops officer, they say, how with this man? They are not one man. We come from the same here. We never going to say, that no, yeah. Protecting custody only. So, me the secure in life. The man that knows surrounding the child, really, but who? You don't talk to the people. That was all. Okay,
Officer, I didn't feel pain. I didn't excuse pain.
Sir, but finally, to see your life. Everything for him is on record, right? One is that Johnny, not to arrest you. Now let Animal say, Mr. Johnny alter what say. I was there, I know exactly what you say and all.
Fambudem, however, now let's just listen to citizens' contribution as we close this program. Because honestly, this program, now your side, my side, and the truth. Now we listen to Mr. David by camera.
Then editorial na assets in this country. Some people don't know that. But who don't know say editorial na asset in this country in terms of digging out the ugly for later and better level masia. You know, it takes it's a sacrifice in life, nice sacrifice. Because then the way you do if you hold on, as such a way is for the loss in life. If you don't see them, we the film they see as well, they give all loss in life. But thank Allah for in life, Allah spare them to this point, Allah bless outside there. You are the big, all anybody who gets sorry, anybody who get money, for you want to have money, no deal. But they ask anybody, let make a contribution towards this our welfare. They suffer no easy, but in a foreign land, because nobody do it, you know, get no source where you get money. You know, work, but you not get working permit. Pass some of for that people that they sorry for. At the big, and they ask everybody at this school, anybody will get the opportunity for help in this, let them help them. You know, they don't do it. A lot of sacrifice at this nation. Let Allah bless them. So for me, at the position this one I get, in terms of the editorial issue, let Allah continue for cover and for me. I bless everybody who don't make a contribution so far in life. They will continue for do more. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, coming to this container issue. This container, we don't know say something bad inside this container. Because how then the offload container put and down, can go some side, pull and they can go and pull and they can go and that. Some of you know say something bad inside it, but we don't know, we know which kind. We know say na drugs inside it, which kind of drugs we don't know. Whether na kush, whether na cocaine, whether na brown, whatever, we don't know say na drugs inside it. For the container where they prove that the container we get the sausage, you know they go offload the peanuts on some side because you get cooling. You know, for can go and go offload that one side. But some of you know say something bad until when you go inside it, You go check. You know, na sacrifice go sleep in the streets. You know, for doing investigation no more. And this time you na man. So to God, you na man. May God bless you. These containers, one people don't know. What's in there, we don't know. We don't know what's in the inside there. We don't say na drugs, the most kind of drug will not be known. Until now. They one anyway call so. Na people already compromise bad in this country. So we are blood in apostle having high respect for. Having high respect for. But in the compromise with certain things then. This is the blood you want to be sabi. We know they hide, we know they afraid for pull out the truth. Not to see the blood in they see nowadays. Not to see the blood they see nowadays. But that guy 98.1, the journalist away this government don't buy. One of the ways they don't buy. You see? So God bless you. We make it. Will you follow you tonight by God in your power? We don't know the truth. By God in power. You follow you, inshallah. All right. God bless you. God bless you. Yeah? You know, no relent. No relent. Be firm, be steadfast, be focused. Allah will be the same. God will help you. Allah be your guide. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, and Malaikum Salam, Mr. David by Kamara. So far, now we can go to the last topic of discussion for today. We say, Editor George Temple apologized to Vibes in 5 social media TV platform in Ghana, not on behalf of Patrick Lamine, but on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone. Famudem, why are they apologize to Vibes in 5 TV station? Now the fact that Vibes in 5 TV platform, when a social media platform in Ghana, when I see the video on YouTube, I took I took myself aback and say I would like for disassociate Sierra Leoneans them from the behavior and characteristic of Patrick Lamine. Because mind you, what in Patrick Lamine do so, he don't try for taint Sierra Leoneans the characteristics, traits, right? And personality in a bad light. Then go feel say na so we all day, especially when it be say na good he go there for me then go help him. Could you imagine Patrick Lamine go na Vibes in 5 studio, they allow him for go there. He go make a plea for say it is train na Ghana, and it call for help for me to assist him. Only for make he prove out for say he not really need help, is a fraudster. Not until when the video don't go out, other people then watch the video and then get for no say, no, Francis Patrick Lamine no need help. He don't fraud a lot of people in a salon before he escape, go usa, he go so, right? Say he can land in Ghana, right? And according to the video we watch, Francis Patrick Lamine, even they cry. They cry when they interview him, say he need money in those trade. And family, just the car was say no more. Waiting Patrick Lamine do so. He go give Sierra Leoneans a bad name, and he go make Sierra Leoneans the way really need help, right? Because we know say, and here we say we get a lot of Sierra Leoneans them. We get a lot of Sierra Leoneans them where they Ghana, right? We need help, including China Nikki, I'm sure. Yes, we got China Nikki, where they Ghana now. China Nikki, they Ghana. We got Christiana Bull, instead they Ghana. And we got many other Sierra Leoneans them, where they Ghana. And apart from Ghana, other Sierra Leoneans, then they Nigeria, right? Then they Benin, then they Cameroon, then they Ivory Coast, then they other countries where need help. But if Patrick Lamine don't begin do what they do so, I don't think say Vibes in 5 TV go get the zeal again for interview any Sierra Leonean and call people them for help them. Because Patrick Lamine don't give Sierra Leoneans them bad name, right? So because of that, fam with them, I think say we need for come together as Sierra Leoneans them and condemn waiting Patrick Lamine do so. And fam with them, now for this reason make me one for condemn Patrick Lamine, right? And also call on the management and staff of this particular platform here so for some reason for pardon Sierra Leoneans because we all are involved now. Make them not feel say Sierra Leoneans we all not the same, right? Me, on behalf of my humble self, want for distance myself from the behavior of Patrick Lamine, right? And call on Vibes in 5 TV for pardon we. So far with them, I want to play part of this interview where Patrick Lamine do so, who say he go molest himself na Ghana, right? And go to this bad name where he go to this so. And then, as he say, the video they try for stream na Facebook, right? I'm sorry, na YouTube. I want to play for now. Let us see him, and then wanna join me because maybe think say the government of Sierra Leone for don't apologize on behalf of Patrick Lamine, especially the Sierra Leone embassy in Ghana. Yeah, they should have come out with a statement, apologize to Vibes in 5, and tell them say this is not the trait and characteristic of a true Sierra Leonean. Patrick Lamine is just a bad egg, and we not subscribe to it in it do so, right? Just like I was say, I don't know it's because of the network, but I get issue with this particular thing here. Family look at na the young man this by the name of Patrick Lamine. Now the young man this way go to Ghana and go fraud Vibes in 5 social media platform. So in as much as Vibes in 5 they no go understand what they say so, but I want for seize this opportunity for talk in English so they go understand, right? On behalf of the Sierra Leonean community in and out of Ghana, I want to extend our sincere apology to Vibes in 5 TV platform for what our brother, yes, Patrick Lamine is a brother, is a Sierra Leonean. We will definitely not disown him. Yes, Patrick Lamine is a Sierra Leonean, but is just one of the bad Sierra Leoneans residing in and out of Sierra Leone. Vibes in 5 have proved it beyond reasonable doubt that yes, Patrick Lamine has frauded so much of Sierra Leoneans in and out of Sierra Leone because one of them is now in Liberia. I think it's Sylvanus. Sylvanus said Patrick took over 6 million leones from him without refunding the money or giving him what he pays for. So, Mr. Is it Emmanuel? Yes, Emmanuel and Eddie, right, of Vibes in 5. Eddie, I made to understand he was the one collecting the monies, right, on behalf of Patrick Lamine to a tune of above 6,000 cedis, which I made to understand is over 12 million leones. Yeah. Patrick Lamine, this young man, from the owner of the CISO, na him go na Ghana, go like say, it is strand, it is train, he not get time for sleep, he not get time for eat, even the cry. This young man who na see Sidom so, he happens to be the presenter of this particular program. He's not as a person, but Emmanuel, but in second name, I not Sabiam, right? After I don't interview and done, they end up for no say, na lie, Patrick be a lie.
Yes.
But family, make I just play a phone and it will be
If you want pictures, I can give you pictures. If you want receipt, I can send you a receipt. That was for last month, I'm telling you. From the 15th of October to the end of October, I can give you concrete receipt with his name, date. If you want, you can go to organization where he asks us to send the money. So the money for the organization is there. He even used the organization name to fraud some people. I have all of those proof. I have up to 5 people. I can make that, how do you call it, joint call on WhatsApp. If you want, I can do it. I can send them all that voice call. I can call them all. Sit down. Everything. Because they want to
Anton, I'll be a man. Sit down, help me sit down. So I will answer a few questions. Sit down. So the tears we came to shed here on Tuesday, how do you feel at peace with yourself, knowing that everything you came to say was a lie and then you cried on top of it? You want to take people's goodness for granted, Patrick?
Yes, sir.
Excuse me to say that you are an elderly man.
Yes, sir.
Are you sensible? So how do you defraud people and consume the money, but when it is time for you to go back to your hometown, you want to come and beg for money? Does it make sense? If you don't tell the truth,
yes, sir,
you won't go home.
Yes, sir.
Do you know the person sitting next there?
No.
Do you know who he is?
No.
So be truthful here, so that I don't have to involve the next person there. You know why you are here? Because you've taken advantage of people's goodness. Eddie didn't sleep. Money's coming in left, right, center. Now the money, Eddie, give me this money that you have here. Give me this money that you have here. This money is supposed to be for you. And this is not all. And this is not even up to 30% of what we have. This money is supposed to, that's why I called here. This money is supposed to be for you. But you see, I'm not going to give this money to you. And the one I gave you when you came, I'm going to take it from you. The one I gave you when you came, I'm going to take it from you. And then I'll hand you over to whoever I want to hand you over to. This money, you won't have it. We're going to discuss with the senders of this monies and the ones that is still on this one. We've realized close to 6,000 or plus. We will all decide whether you would like us to use the money to buy and go and donate to charity. That is one option. 2, any of you who wants their money back, will send your money back to you. Just let us know how you want it. If you want it by mobile money, just as the money came, the money will come back to you. One person will not get off it. If you want us to put all together and buy items and go and donate to an orphanage home, we will do so, take videos of it and come and show you. We at Vibes in 5, me and my people, when we need help from you, allow me to speak. Allow me to speak. When the time comes and we need help from you, we will come out boldly and seek for your help. But for now, we just want to help people and get people to get through life nicely. We might be making mistakes here and there. We are humans. But whenever we want to help, we genuinely want to help. When we came, I gave you money. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You see, we genuinely want to help. But if we also find out that you came to take our benevolence for granted, we'll bring you back. Just as you came to lie to us, we'll also expose you for people to know that we do not condone. He's not my friend. I don't know him. We only wanted to help through you. So now that we've all known that he's fraudulent and he only wanted to take your money and consume, this money, we'll keep it, we'll withdraw the rest. Those of you who want your money sent back to you, we'll send it to you as quick as possible. Right, Vibes in 5, Ghana's first social media celeb talk show. The name Arnold Mensah, when you can always call me. Big shouts to Eddie Azekins, big shouts to you, Legend, big shouts to Sat, Van Newton, Brown, Howard, and the rest of the crew. This interview has become very, very important, and we have to make it happen as quickly as possible. I mean, yesterday, Lamin's interview was released. We recorded Lamin's interview on Tuesday of this week. Today's date is what? Today's 26th? Today's 27th. So we recorded it on 25th. 25th, which was Tuesday. That's when we recorded Lamin Anson's interview. Released it yesterday, 26th, which is Wednesday, and today is Thursday, 27th, and we're back here. First of all, I need to say God bless each and every single one of you. I mean, Eddie, who is in charge of collection of Lamin's money, has been overwhelmed with the kind of calls he received throughout the night. From the time I released the interview till now as we speak. Even me, I've received lots of calls, people wanting to get in touch with Lamin and his family, people wanting to help genuinely from all over the world. God bless every single one of you. We're happy that our platform is effective enough that when we call for help for our guests, you are ready and willing, no hesitation to help. With this, I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. But one thing we also know and would want to do is to be able to keep the platform safe, sound, and legit for all of us to benefit from.
Exactly.
So Patrick is back here. We have realized some amount of money that we've cashed out before we got into the office so that Patrick could lay hands on that. And then we still have some of the money in Eddie's account, mobile money account. All the monies that have come through to Eddie's mobile money account after we withdrew what we have here is still there. And we're going to withdraw that one too and make sure Patrick gets it. Anytime we're going to give money to Patrick, you, the benevolent donors, would have to see it. But then, stick. Don't move from here. Stay. Don't move. There's a very good reason why I'm saying don't move. Stay, don't move, and share this video for all and sundry. I have never, or it has never been our style to say it in video, to say share this video. And do you remember us ever saying that, like, share this video? Or post a video and tag a lot of people. It's never been our style. We believe if the content is strong enough, it will move. But for this particular one, and for a special reason, please share this video now. Share this video now because of what's about to unfold. Lami, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Yes, Patrick, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
It's good to see you. And your story touched a lot of people. Yes, your team.
Well, Fambodem, now yeah, so I will hold this interview with Lamin, Patrick Lamin, and the way I go misbehave. But this is serious. We want to see, even though at the tail end of my presentation for today, I get for lay emphasis on this. It's very, very bad. Because could you imagine such a platform like Vibes in 5, so respected all over the world, and people have been so magnanimous and benevolent to subscribe to Vibes in 5 request for assistance for Patrick, right? It turns out to be a fraudulent act of wanting to extort money from people, right? So it is in lieu of the aforesaid, as I state inter alia, that on behalf of my humble self and my media platform, I'm sincerely, wholeheartedly expressing my apologies to Vibes in 5 TV, Emmanuel, the host in particular, for what Patrick Lamin did, right? And this is not part of the traits of the true Sierra Leonean, right? Patrick is one of us, but he's just one of the bad eggs, right? So for that reason, my apologies, and hope that you will not close your doors on Sierra Leoneans who would want to access your TV station for one reason or the other. Please bear with us. How I hope our Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Ghana would see reason to apologize on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone, right? Or Patrick to Vibes in 5, so that Sierra Leoneans in and out of Ghana will continue to make access of your benevolent offer that your television platform is offering to people all around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's at this particular backdrop I will want to draw the curtains down for today. As soon as I can see, almost 2 hours. I'm so sorry. Could you imagine? I not even delve into the whole issue of the suspected cocaine or kush container. Tomorrow I will continue. We get for do with the issue of Sir Johnny bribing some journalists and civil society activists, right, to manage the damage and to cover up. But for me, I'm in cognizance of the fact that the cover-up is worse than the crime. So that is why I will not be a party to that. I will not be a party to that. I offered to receive all what I received from Sir Johnny because I want to prove a case. And for that reason, Fambodem, as usual, we can always say that we know we all became citizens of Sierra Leone before members of various political parties. So because of that, let me learn to be patriotic and nationalistic and work towards national cohesion and unity in diversity on the premise of sincerity of purpose and genuine commitment. And at this particular point, ladies and gentlemen, as I can always rest my submission on the First Amendment when I freedom of speech, I would also want to say I rest my case.